Okay, so today, during my 5 minutes of fire, I am going to be talking about trust. I am currently reading the Dangerous Prayer Plan on the Bible Version app. And my 4th day, Pastor Craig, I don't know how to say his last name, so I'm just going to say G, was talking about fear. Something as ladies were just talking about Friday night and Saturday morning. Please bear with me as I read this devotion from the plan. It's a little bit.
All right.
Reveal my fears. What is it that makes you anxious, nervous, unsettled, afraid? I'm not talking about normal internal fears like snakes, spiders, or the fear of flying. I'm wondering what keeps you up at night. Those things that ricochet in your mind and refuse to be quiet. Things like losing your job, not getting married, or being stuck in a bad marriage. Having your faith fail, draining your savings account just to get by. We don't know what exact fear were running through David's mind, but it's clear he was troubled about his safety and perhaps his future. Because after asking God to search his heart, David prayed, "Know my anxious thoughts," Psalm 139:23. He wanted to share his worst fears with God, to face them and give them a name, to trust that God was bigger than any fear David could dream of. Are you willing to pray such a prayer? Lord, revealed what holds my mind hostage. Show me what I fear the most. Go behind and help face what terrifies me. What we fear matters. Years ago, I had a revelation about this subject that touched me in a very personal way. God showed me that I feared the most revealed where I trusted God the least. After the birth of our 3rd daughter, Anna, Amy started having physical challenges. At first, we thought it was just fatigue, but when half her body went numb, we feared it was something much worse. Doctor after doctor couldn't provide answers. As her symptoms continued to get worse, my trust in God started to weaken. These fears lead to others, and at night my thoughts snowball out of control. What if Amy is dangerously sick? What if I lose her? I won't be able to raise our kids without her. I wouldn't be able to continue to lead the church. I wouldn't want to go on. Then it hit me. The things that kept me awake at night were the things that I was entrusting God to handle. I was holding on to them, ruminating over them, trying to find a way to gain control over them, to solve all my problems, to plan for every contingency. Thankfully, by the grace of God, Amy gradually improved back to full strength, but her challenges exposed one of my worst weaknesses. Fear had consumed me. What about you? What are the areas that you're clinging to, even while allowing them to terrify you? What fears are you withholding from God? Think about if you're crippled with fear about the future of your marriage. This is an indication that you don't completely trust God with your marriage. If you're overwhelmed with worry about how he will pay bills, this reveals that you may not be trusting God to be your provider. If you're paralyzed with worry about the safety of your children, could it be that you aren't trusting God to keep them safe? As God reveals your fears, he will always also build your faith. You need him, you need his presence. You need his power, you need his spirit guiding you.
Yeah.
You need his word strengthening you.
Yes.
What you fear the most shows where you need to grow with God. What do you fear? What are your anxious thoughts? What is God showing you? Where do you need to grow in faith? Trust him. And what I got from this reading was that we are supposed to lean on God and trust him through and through. We can't trust him with one thing and not trust him with another.
Right.
Just because it's impossible for us don't mean it's impossible for him. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your path." Jeremiah 17:7 says, "Blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord." We can't let fear control us and rule over our lives. We need to put trust and faith in our Savior. It's not just for y'all, but for me also. I need to put trust in our God for everything, even the impossible.
Right.
Just like the song says, we need you, we need to put trust on Him also.
Amen.
Amen.